this breaking news as well. We are sponsoring Johnny Pierce, the Cold Hard Truth, for his upcoming match at Supernova Championship Wrestling. Um, so yeah, that takes place on March 14th. So definitely go and support them as well. Right, I think we're done putting ourselves over, right, Kaliko?
I mean, we too busy sponsoring people. That's a huge news. We sponsoring the match. Look at us. Started from the bottom, then we get a little higher.
That we are. Well, somebody that needs a sponsorship, I would say, is Bronson Reed. It was not a great day for wrestling. Well, depending on who you ask. Um, hell, it was a great day for wrestling because we are wrestling with the news. Um, and there is a lot to talk about when it comes to news. Let's start with Bronson Reed. He got injured last Monday on Raw. Um, was supposed to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. Me and you had that, you know, pinned last week, if you seem to remember. Um,
And then the bell rang.
yeah, unfortunately. And yeah, he got injured. He will be out of action for at least 4 months, I heard. And yeah, he's missing WrestleMania. So I mean, like, what a terrible time to get injured, I would say. I do wish him the best, but I do have I do have to say this. Division is snake bit at this point. Division has gone blind, and it's time to kind of put it out of its misery. Seth Rollins was your leader, got injured. You put Braun Breaker in as, the guy, he gets injured. I I make the argument that Bronson Reed was maybe the breakout star of Division. The only person that did anything of significance, and he gets injured. We're stuck with Logan Paul and RC-Joe. I think it's time to take this out to the back of the barn and finish it. What are your thoughts, Kaliko?
I just need to put Austin Theory and Logan Paul in bubble wrap just to make sure that they don't get hurt. Like, geez, like God. I mean, it it's it sucks for Bronson because like you just said, he wasn't like people didn't see him as the guy, but he was a very, very solid force in the group, right?
Right.
Like to me, he was more if I could put it, and I'm not saying that they are, but he was more like the Arn Anderson ish of the Vision, like that stable hand, right? The guy that that could get you some good matches, look strong, and then if he loses, it really didn't like hit him as hard. Um, yeah, somewhere Logan Paul's like, don't make me the leader. Fuck this. But it's crazy. And then the sequence of the injury is like Seth Rollins upper body, Braun Breaker lower body, Bronson Reed upper body. Someone put someone put like an APB on Austin Theory and Logan Paul's ACLs because I do not need them to do. And he was gonna be. To me, I thought it was gonna be him and Logan versus the Usos.
Right.
So that kind
Yeah.
of throws that shit in like the dirt.
I mean, it's eerily reminiscent of WrestleMania 32, where like everybody got injured, if you remember. I would say that
32.
he wasn't. Bronson wasn't an uberly top guy, but he was there every week, and he was, adding to, the stories that he was in. Like you said, he was a solid hand.
Yeah, and it just sucks that he won't get that, WrestleMania moment. That, especially considering he missed last year's WrestleMania. So
Yeah, two
it
years in a
just,
row, unfortunately.
yeah. So it kind of fucking it sucks for him in that regard. And both times he was just like, it's just weird with Bronson because he was literally, it's like right when he's about to find the stride, gone, and it's just like fuck, and that's got to be uberly frustrating. But luckily, it's a muscle, unlike a fucked up ankle. So we're hoping just surgery, straight rehab. Shit. At this point, 2026 might be the year of the vision. You may not think it, but it could be. Because I could see him or Breaker qualifying for Money in the Bank in New Orleans. Because that would be the next time where they could actually kind of break out.
Um, I get what you mean, but if they break out, I don't think that it's going to be a part of the vision, honestly. I think that
It would have to be. For both of their sakes, it has to be. Because the only person that was able, I mean, Seth was just a known commodity. So Bronson can talk, but it was just the fact that he had that credibility from Heyman. So same with Breaker, because Breaker was kind of okay, and then Heyman got him, and everyone was thinking he was next Brock Lesnar.
speaking of which, Paul Heyman already strung his wagon back to Brock Lesnar on Raw.
Hey
Um,
man, best ability is availability. Everybody talk shit about Brock's part-time schedule, and he's like, "Look at this injury list now, bitch.
you need me, bitch.
Look like a mash unit in this bitch. Bring me back." It looks like that LA Knight Brock Lesnar fight happened after all.
Because literally nobody else is
No
available.
one else is available. Jeez. Jeez Christ.
But I don't know. Some people are actually. It is kind of being reported that they are strongly considering Obafemi to wrestle Brock at Mania, which is still a possibility. What? How do you feel about that? Oba replacing Knight.
Uh, there would have to be a why there. Because you can. That's why everybody was kind of pointing the arrow to Knight Lesnar, because at least there's a why. I mean, why is Brock Lesnar going against LA Knight? Because the vision's fucked up and Paul Heyman had to go to his biggest asset to take out Knight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So at least that makes sense. The Oba Brock, man, you gonna have to, unless Oba's coming to help Knight, which I don't see that fucking happening. But
agreed.
so there's no why there, and that's the thing. I mean, people are gonna want it for one in its sake, but at this point, you're wanting. I mean, you're trying to build the WrestleMania card, and you got to build a card that not only is enticing but also makes sense.
Well, I mean, they did like put it out there. You know, they did. It's an open challenge, so I mean, there doesn't really need to be a why. Why? Because Brock Lesnar wants to be on the card. He wants to kick somebody's ass, and God help them, whoever answers the challenge. Um,
Well, if Brock Lesnar comes out and does what Randy did last year, I mean, that could be one thing. But the odds of Brock Lesnar coming in the middle of WrestleMania doing an open challenge is, yeah, no.
I don't know, but LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar is seems like a good match. No.
I mean, it's a good match. Sounds like the only fucking match. What do you mean?
No, it's not the only match. It was confirmed on Monday that Liv Morgan will be wrestling Stephanie Vacour for the women's championship at WrestleMania. One of our, one of our main events already confirmed on the women's side anyway. Um, I mean, it makes sense. She's staying on Raw. Stephanie's their biggest face, even though she's kind of been acting like a heel towards Liv. I guess it just depends on whose side you're on at this point.
All
Um,
perspective.
yep. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I won't say that it's the biggest match in WrestleMania's history, but again, they're low on you know, on able bodies, so take what we get. What say you,
That's
JP?
true, but there's going to be a hell of a conundrum in that match
How so?
because both of them are going to be exponentially cheered for. So it's going to be about who's going to be booing who, and somebody got to be the person to get booed. And I don't know. I don't know who that's going to be because I could see WrestleMania being like the anti Stephanie
Okay.
moment
Yeah.
because live blonde hair, blue eyed, 5'5", that does butt stuff. I mean, but
When when did this happen, and where can I view it?
oh no, oh well, that Sheamus Celtic workout they had Liv on there, and she had a workout called Liv's butt stuff.
Never never saw that, but
Hey man, hey, so was Stephanie Vicker. She was on there twerking. Boy, you need to check out the workout.
apparently,
Sol Ruca was on that bitch out here doing fucking mad workout. I was like, oh shit, that bitch athletic. I mean, granted, she's a surfer chick, but
well, I mean, I would imagine she is, considering the crazy shit that she does.
yeah, I mean, but yeah. See,
Back
look
to
at
what you
me,
were saying about Liv Morgan.
shameless plug. Anyways, I just see that crowd would be pro live, which is not good for Vicor
The only
because I can't see Vicor being heelish is asinine to me.
What do you mean?
I mean, she could play a heel, and I think depending on how it goes, she could go heelish. But too many people love that girl. You don't put a rocket on a heel on a face to make him heel.
True. You know, if anything, if last year was, any indication, I would have said that WrestleMania in Vegas last year was like WrestleMania in like Montreal, where it's like Bizarro Land, where you don't necessarily know who the people are going to cheer for. You know, Dominic Mysterio got the loudest pop, and he was, as uber heelless as he, that was kind of the start of him being a face, them turning him face. So, and obviously, the whole Cody John Cena thing, but you could say that that was an isolated incident for obvious reasons. Um, but I would say that they're not going to completely turn on the Claw. I would say that it would be 50-50 if I put my 2 cents into it.
Yeah, based on these attendance, it might be 10-10.
You might be the only person at WrestleMania with Green Shirt guy and the 49ers
Well,
guy. What is his name?
George Kittle
George. It's gonna be you, George Kittle, Green Shirt guy, and Jelly Roll.
and a bunch of UFC motherfuckers.
That has no idea what the fuck's going on.
I mean, they know what the fuck's going on. They're like, we're just here because they're our sister company and they gave us free wristband. Fuck it.
Well, just keeping with Monday Night Raw news, AJ Styles had his appreciation night. Got the proper, retirement on Raw. Left his gloves in the ring, and he got a nice little surprise. AJ Styles will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. Uh, with that, AJ did sign a new contract with WWE, not as talent, but to work behind the scenes, developing talent. Um, Honestly, I'm happy for him. I think a Hall of Fame is well deserved, for sure. Definitely first ballot Hall of Famer. And now he gets to, continue his legacy and work with and develop talent with WWE. I think that's as good as it gets, no?
Yeah, but someone is throwing cats off a bridge, bro. He's pissed as shit.
Could you repeat that? You kind of broke up.
I said somewhere Goldberg is throwing cats off of the bridge because
He's
he
already
mad as hell.
he's already in the Hall of Fame.
That ain't the point.
What's the point then?
I mean, AJ got a better send off than Goldberg.
AJ worked for them longer.
That ain't the point. He's not gonna look at it like that. He's gonna look at it like, what the fuck?
Listen,
The fuck? As much as I understand why they did it. I mean, it's AJ fucking Styles. You gotta keep him. They did that to keep him in house. Like, bitch, so much for that TNA fucking retirement tour that everybody.
yeah,
There's some dumbass is yelling at, and I'm talking about the dumbass. I'm talking about myself. Anyway, so there goes that. But I mean, I guess he's gone. But yeah, I mean, that I mean, it just speaks volumes of how highly they think of him to like make him a Hall of Famer, and that just tells us that John Cena is not going to be in this year, or next year. They're trying to fill out this goddamn class, and all they had was Stephanie. So Stephanie is the women's, and AJ is one of the men's, and he's going to be kind of like one of those top tier card guys. So they're running out of. Well, I mean, one, they're running out of people to put in. Shit, they didn't, and you know. And the ones that they want to put in, they're gonna kind of hold it off. So,
right.
but I mean, we'll see. But congrats to AJ in Atlanta of all places. NXT. See Goldberg somewhere like, bitch, I didn't even get that sent off at ATL. They cut my shit off. You understand? Do you see what I'm saying? Bad as fuck.
No love for
AJ got a
Cole.
better sitting off in Atlanta than the Atlanta kid, because AJ's not from Atlanta, but that's neither here nor there.
Even when Goldberg wins, he loses. And then there's Bret Hart, just with the fuck the Goldberg. It might have been, it might have been Bret Hart doing some juju on Goldberg at this point. I wouldn't put it past him.
Bret Hart out here doing Papa Shango spells and shit. I don't know. But,
Yeah, exactly.
okay, sounds about right. I
Um,
mean, he is married to a sister, and God knows. Yeah. Let me stop. Let me stop.
please
It's
stop
Black
it.
History. It is Black History Month. You better do right by Bret Hart.
For only one more day.
Hey, it counts. Shit. Celebrate Black 365. God damn it.
And
Like the
today's
McDonald's shit.
and the person we'll be celebrating for Black History Month today is Sol Ruca.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, her, Kiana. Kiana being black threw me off for a left field. I was like, God damn. But then neither here nor there. I was like, holy shit. And then I saw her mama, and I was like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Once I saw her mama, I'm like, yup, okay.
Um, so it did fuel some speculation that WWE only, drew him into the Hall of Fame, to delay an AEW run or wherever else he may have ran after, obviously retiring. Um, and I mean that may have been the case, but I mean, if AJ really wanted to wrestle more, he wouldn't have accepted, the contract or the Hall of Fame or, anything else. I think he's, just genuinely happy with where he is and where he retired. So, um, I mean, even he confirmed that, it wasn't really in the cards for him. He wants to be with his family. So yeah, myth busted there. Um,
Oh, yeah, he said that on Raw Talk. I mean, on Raw Talk, he was like, I wanted to do it, I wanted to retire where I started. So, I mean,
right.
I don't see AJ being the guy like, I don't know, Terry Funk or Ric Flair, where they're like, oh yeah, I'm retired, and then 4 months later they're like, oh yeah, let's get this match in.
Yeah.
How many last matches Ric Flair had? So I think he kind of seems to be the guy of his word, but it is just crazy that his retirement tour literally was under the radar.
Yeah, the whole time.
Like when he was in Japan, they were holding him. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh shit. Countdown.
Right. So, obviously AJ Styles will be going into the Hall of Fame the night before WrestleMania, the night before but usually in the afternoon for WrestleMania, night 1 anyway, we get NXT Stand and Deliver. Not the case this year. Stand and Deliver will be on April 4th in St. Louis, Missouri. Um, so NXT not in the picture for WrestleMania weekend for the first time since
31. I mean, um, yeah, because 31 was when it was like its own thing. Like it really didn't become like in the lexicon of WrestleMania weekend.
right. Was it 32 that they started putting NXT the night before Takeover? I remember that there was an
Mm,
NXT Dallas.
yes, it was NXT Dallas 32.
Okay.
'Cause 31 was kind of like a one-off, and it went so well. They were like, "Hey, let's just put this shit in."
Right. And you know that I was at 31, and I did not realize that there was an NXT show to be had in that area, and a lot
Yeah,
of
it felt like an underground shit.
yeah, a lot
It
of people.
felt hella underground. I was like, "Oh shit, I ain't in the know." And 32 was even more underground because it was like in a. I mean, 32 was on TV, but it was underground because them tickets was a bitch to get.
Really.
Hey, bro, sir, sir. But I felt like I was getting Coachella tickets at fucking 32. No, no. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I felt like I was getting Bola tickets for NXT at
Okay, that's.
WrestleMania 30.
I mean that is saying something.
Like, shit. But, I mean, but it makes sense that it's not going to be there because it's it's an ass to be like, hey, come to T-Mobile Arena at 10 a.m. and then come back at 4
Right.
in at 4 p.m. In Vegas of all places, because there's a lot of shit you could do in Vegas.
And
Clearly,
considering
a
that
watch.
WrestleMania Night 1 isn't selling well, it doesn't sound like it doesn't look good if NXT outsells WrestleMania at this point.
Well, let me see. Last year, I didn't make NXT last year because I got into town. I drove in that Saturday morning.
Okay.
So when I got there, NXT was literally starting. So, but even then, and shit. Well, just the logistics of it. Like, I mean, I think they could pull it off, but it's just, I don't know.
I mean, they did
Maybe
it
less is
last year.
more.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
I think
honestly, they should have stopped it at 39 because 39 was a stretch, man. It was like, bro, go to the Staples Center, then go halfway across town to fucking Inglewood
yeah.
and in traffic. So, I mean, Vegas, it was in the vicinity, but a lot of people are like, oh, NXT is over. I'm not going straight to WrestleMania. I am going to my fucking room. Because I spent $5,000 on this goddamn room, but I'd be damned if I.
Probably spent 5,000 on the tickets as well. So
Well, that and plus, you're looking at uh, logistically. I mean, as a person, like my brother went to NXT, and they had to come back. They came back because they were coming back to us because I was going to drive them to the arena. So they had to walk all the way back to the Bellagio, which was like an hour, just for us to get in the room for like 10 minutes and then go straight to main to go park and deal with that traffic. So he dealt with foot traffic, then coming back regular traffic just to get there.
yeah, not fun.
But I mean, but to me, that's a good thing. The only fear I have for NXT being in St. Louis is that Vegas is already trying to be like no watch party. So how are you gonna circumvent, NXT? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that they care if people bootleg NXT at this point. They're more focused on the main product. Um,
Hey, I mean, depending on the card, because I'm assuming we're getting a Sol Ruca Zaria match at Stand and Deliver.
I mean, I would assume that as well. But
And that alone would get people in the building.
um, I I suppose. But I mean, we'll put a pin in that for a second. My personal feelings on it is that first and foremost, they want people to buy tickets for WrestleMania. it's going horrible right now. They put them on sale for 25% off, and they didn't sell them. So, and then you add, well, then you add, NXT. It's just another thing to buy, and they already can't sell the thing that they're, the main attraction. So I think that was one of the reasons that they, decided to cut NXT this year. The sec
I think
the
I think
second
they had
hmm?
I think they already had that in mind that they were going to do it because it's usually because keep in mind the one thing that they always sell no matter what, or they try to pimp out no matter what, is like on location packages. So if that alone told me NXT was not a no go because usually they would try to sell you something like for the whole weekend or from like a Friday to Tuesday because NXT usually was like in
Vegas.
was in Vegas.
Right.
So, but I already know motherfuckers was probably fried on Tuesday because you got to think you went there. You had the NXT. You had the SmackDown after party. WrestleMania NXT WrestleMania after party. WrestleMania after party. Raw after party. NXT. That's a fucking lot.
And
People are
that's not
fried.
including WWE World and the Roast of WrestleMania and all of the nightclub shows that they did as well.
Or even the independent shit that people may want to go to. So
Very
I
true.
mean, yeah, and that's not even with Vegas because it's Vegas.
Very true.
So, yeah, you gotta kind of go less is more in this instance, like kind of letting things breathe a little bit.
Well, that took me to my second point. The second reason I don't think that it's going to be, in Vegas in the afternoon is because, like hell, if Shawn Michaels is getting up in the morning to actually do that show, especially with the Hall of Fame last, going super long. So, I can't imagine Shawn Michaels didn't say, fuck this shit, I'm out. But,
Shawn Michaels like, oh, I can't make the Hall of Fame. I gotta play at NXT in St. Louis.
right. So,
Oh, I gotta get my rest. Oh God. Would you look at that? Oh man, I gotta finish this card. I gotta finish booking this shit. Okay.
well, Sean will be fully rested to be a part of the Hall of Fame this year because, like I said, NXT
He'll
two
be
weeks
because he's
before
gonna be there in
WrestleMania.
spirit. That's why, because he's attending in spirit. That's like he's gonna be the first person to be at the Hall of Fame on Zoom and shit. Like, sorry I couldn't make it, kid. Sorry I couldn't make it, AJ. They always say you're like me. Congratulations. Now I gotta go book this shit. Like, yeah, he's done. So,
Yeah. Um, like you mentioned it. This upcoming well, last Tuesday I should say. Zaria finally turned heel on Sol Ruca.
she didn't turn heel.
I mean she beat the shit out of her. So I mean there's
Yeah,
that.
but I guess I'm the only one. Everybody says I don't see her turning heel.
I mean
I see her. I see her being pissed. That's what I see her.
I say that it's sour grapes in my opinion. Big
Sour grapes?
sour
What?
grapes. Yeah, okay,
Oh my God! Explain. I want to hear this. The floor is yours.
so she has no reason to be pissed at Sol Ruca. It's all if anybody had the right to turn on anybody, it was Sol on Zarya, not the other way around. Because first and foremost, Sol had all the titles. Sol got the job done. Sol won her matches, won her opportunities, was literally the final three in the Royal Rumble. Zaria couldn't get the job done. When it came to women's tag team championships, Zaria was the one taking the L here. It was Zaria that literally lost Sol Ruca's title on her behalf. That was Zaria defended the North American Championship on Sol's behalf, dropped it to Blake Monroe. Zaria couldn't get the job done against who did she wrestle for the Speed Championship? I think it was Fallon.
Alan Henley.
Yeah, Zaria couldn't get it done against Fallon. Zaria couldn't get it done for her title matches. So why is she? So she's sour grapes because her friend actually wins matches, because her friend wins championships. She should be grateful that Sol kept her around and not kicked her to the side. Sour grapes.
It's the other way around, dog. Soul got all that shine, and Soul, not one nary a time, shared that shine with her homie, her quote unquote homie.
Wow.
Sol Ruca was a bad homie. I mean, from Zaria's perspective, bad homie. Bad homie.
No.
Yeah, bad homie. Hey, bad homie Soul. Because Soul got all this shine, and who was in her corner? Zaria. The entire time. And when it came down to like trying to get a title shot, the triple threat match was just the final straw in the back. The final straw in the back. Because Zaria's looking at, Soul get this shine, and Soul's like a little dainty. She's the belle of the ball, and she ain't like, yo, let me bring my friend through. Bad homie. At least in Zaria.
I mean, if you're Team Zaria, then we have problems here. Because I'm 100% pro Sol Ruca in this scenario.
I ain't saying that she was in the right, but I'm saying I understand. I get it. I get it.
I mean, I understand.
I get it.
I get it too. When you're a loser, you try and get some shine any way that you can. And
I dare you.
She kicked Sol Ruca to the side before Sol could kick her. So, I mean, I commend that.
Oh my God. That sounds like so. No, Sol was a bad. Watch Zaria rise like a phoenix now.
Sol literally gave her a TNA Knockouts Championship match. And guess what? Zaria could not get the job done.
Because Sol was the one who hit her with the fucking Soul Snatcher.
No.
Did we not forget that?
No, she wasn't in that match. It was, what was their names? The Elegance brand interfered in the match, but she still, Sol and, what was her name? Zaria Brookside fend them off so they could have a clean match. And then Zaria took the pin to, Xia Li.
Whatever. Either way, bad homie. Bad homie. In the words of J. Cole, she should have been like LeBron and getting her friend more chips. More shine. What good is first class if my homies can't sit? And that's why Zaria did what she did.
Well, we could debate who is in the right and who's in the wrong here all night. Joe Fist, if we need to. But, it is actually done at this point. Zaria has turned on Sol. And I think that this is like legitimately like the most vital position in Zaria's career. This is the sink or swim of Zaria. Because if she can't get it done against Sol and she doesn't make an impression, she's going to be in hot water and, dare I say, on the chopping block if she can't make it work.
Man, you saw how she jumped on JC, and I like JC, but damn, JC. They got JC looking like the most chicken shit of chicken shit heels I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's great because they can't stand her ass because she keeps winning, but it's like, you gotta give her one. You gotta give her a couple.
I I love JC.
I'm not saying I don't, but what I'm saying is that, like, well, the Zarya thing, the Zarya, it was, honestly, I like the way that they did it. They did it before the match,
Right.
not during the match. So it was just like, oh man,
And
like, people couldn't even process what the fuck was going on. It was like, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then boom, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then 1, 2, 3, what the fuck? And
and
everybody's like,
JC's
oh shit.
and JC's like, "Yay, I did it. Let's get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here."
Casey's like, hell yeah, I'm out this bitch. Did her little fucking Sasha Banks dance and rolled the fuck out. Like, howdy.
As you do.
Yeah, she do. Hey, so I gotta give her props.
But, what I was trying to make a point with was, you're a big component of why somebody needs to turn heel. There has to be,
A reason,
results. There has to be
a result.
results.
Yes, a
So,
result. An instantaneous benefit to doing it. Otherwise, there's no sense of doing it.
right. So, I mean, right off the bat, she has a women's title match against JC next week. I can't imagine Sol isn't going to interfere in that. Um, but if they really, they have to do, this is their sink or swim with Zarya. I'm sorry, but she's not the best on the mic. She's okay in the ring. So they really have to develop her personality. They really need to get her over because, Soul was the only thing kind of keeping her afloat. So, like I said, it's kind of sink or swim for her at this point. And I mean, I hope that she succeeds. I hope she floats. But she has to make a big impact sooner rather than later, or the people aren't necessarily going to believe it.
It depends on how they work her. And what I mean by that is that if they have her like the menacing, having her work big to her size, like I think that they would, I wouldn't see a problem with it.
Well, like I said, I hope that they, know what to do with her and they succeed. But,
He knows what to do with the bakery. Come on, man. He has not missed with the bakery. And heck, sidebar. Have you seen Zoya without makeup?
yes, I have. I don't know what that has
Man,
to do with anything.
man. I'm like, bro. I'm like, sir. Anyway, but back to the original point. No, I think they wouldn't do that unless the benefit comes. Because I could see what I could see is the match happens next week. Soul interferes. It becomes kind of like this no contest, thus setting up a triple threat
You think
down
that
the
they're
line.
actually going to add JC to the mix?
Well, JC is in the mix because she was the beneficiary of it. Otherwise, why would I mean JC wouldn't be in it unless she was the beneficiary. So hey, she benefited. So that's where the match kind of like before the match start. I could see Soul trying to do the Zaria what Zaria did to Soul.
I could absolutely see
Therefore,
that as well. And
so
then,
therefore, it being a no contest, and then that's where they're just gonna have to settle it at somewhere down the line.
well, I would say that it would be probably at Vincent's Day. That card isn't, completely filled out at this point. So, um, it
That
would
is
make
true.
sense that, Zarya gets screwed on Tuesday. She complains to Stone. Stone makes a triple threat at Vengeance Day. I think that's, and then obviously you do Soul Zarya one on one, no disqualification at Stand and Deliver.
True. I mean, yeah.
I mean, but the question,
But somehow it's gonna have to lead to a one-on-one between the two, and I could see it being a triple threat at Vengeance Day. Zarya somehow getting the title, thus setting it up for a one-on-one.
no, 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 no. I was actually thinking the reverse. Give
Oh,
Soul the
Soul gets the
title,
title? No.
and then at and then
And Zarya wins to
and
get
then
the benefit.
yeah, she's immediately validated that she not only beat Sol Ruca, but she beat her for what she had, longed for all of this
What
time.
eluded her? I mean, while that, I mean,
Um,
if that were the case, Zarya should have helped Soul win to do this at Vengeance, like Vengeance Day, right? I mean, unless I'm missing something here.
well, I mean, there was really no. The only reason Zaria has a title match right now is because she screwed Soul. She obligated JC to giving her a title match.
No, no, she strong armed JC into giving her a title
Yes.
shot. She basically should Knight JCJ, which to me that that means a lot because Zarya easily could have went. Zarya easily could have went. Oh, it's all about Soul. So by her shifting that focus to the title, that lets you know, hey, um, yeah, I don't like her, but bitch, I ain't forgot about you. Give me my. I want what's mine, right? So that's why I say it's important, and I think that she's gonna end up getting the title eventually because Jason's gonna have to go soon. He's gotta go.
I mean, I would say, unfortunately, JC is a forever NXT. If I'm being honest, uh, I feel like they would have called her up by now, if they wanted to. But I mean, that's where I was saying Sol Ruca comes into the mix. She is going up sooner rather than later. I would make the argument she's going up, the night after Mania. So,
Oh,
so
you think Soul's going to? I think Soul's already there. It's,
I would say give Sol the nod to say that she won the NXT Championship at least once,
oh
and
my
then
gosh.
have her drop it to Zarya, immediately validate, creditate, Zarya, and obviously, see what happened what happens there. Go from there.
Uh, I would, to me, it would look better if Zaria just dominates them both and wins the title.
I get, I get what you
Because
mean.
that would be the, because to me, considering that Vengeance is coming, so let's say like the match comes, no contest, it ends up becoming at Vengeance. Zaria dominates both to get the title. Zaria gets this win. Stack them, pin them, whatever the fuck you want to do. But yeah, she's gotta do something with it.
But we haven't seen Zaria be uber dominant. So, and don't, I don't think that they're gonna give her the Roman Reigns treatment. The double stack. Um, so I would say, I mean, like I said, it's kind of the sour grapes, scenario that, she, that's what she's kind of basing things off of. I can't win championships because Soul's in the picture. She
No,
literally,
she can't win championships because Soul stole her shine. That's the problem. And I think,
however
I
you
mean,
want to phrase it,
shine. That's what it is. It is what it is, bro.
I mean, you
It is
can't
what it
shine
is.
a turd.
Oh my god, so Zarya's a turd. But see, and this is where I disagree with you because you said, "Oh well, we haven't seen her dominant." You just saw her dominant last week, sir. Folded that girl like a goddamn pretzel.
Yeah, well, her back was turned.
Nah, she did it to her face. That heifer turned around. That spear didn't come from behind. That
She
shit came straight,
she attacked her
straight in
from
the
behind.
face. In the face. It was in the face.
It was most certainly not in the face.
It was in the face. You can't take a spear from behind. You can,
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean,
only
actually,
take
you
it in the
can.
face. What? A reverse spear?
Yeah, reverse spear.
Oh my god, boy, you saving Soul, boy. I like Soul. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. I'm playing devil's advocate right now. But god damn it, man, you gotta. It's perspective. It's perspective. Zarya's scar, killing Mufasa. Ain't gave me no shine, nigga. No shine.
I like I said, I just think that it would work better for her defeating a Soul, especially with Soul. Not even just to say that she beat Soul, one what she was, felt she was owed at this point, but also run Soul out of NXT as well. I mean, that would be a big credit towards Zaria, to proving her credibility.
That is true. Knocking Soul, whooping Soul so bad she goes to the main roster. But who's to say that it's not gonna happen right now?
That Soul goes to the main roster.
Yeah.
Well, I mean
I
the
can make the argument she's already there. I would have to ask my insider because to me, it seems like she is very. If she ain't main roster, she's main roster ish. As like a motherfucker.
I mean, at this point, I would feel for her to be in the equation for WrestleMania. Soul, half of the women's roster would have to implode spontaneously, implode at this point, which is not out of this realm of possibilities with the thing how things have been going as of late.
Yeah, you see how they're becoming a mash unit out there, man? I mean, the NXT roster is intact. Pray to God, except for like women and ACLs. I don't know what the hell. Other than that, they got a history of that shit. But other than that, everything's okay.
Yeah. Well, speaking of attitude changes, Lara Valkyria, um, it's being rumored and innuendoed that she may be going through an attitude adjustment herself. Obviously she's been with Bailey as of late, not been winning a lot of matches. Um, WWE wants to do something with that and see if an attitude change with Bailey is in order. Um, I feel like, when, somebody like Zaria gets angry, like, and has a mean streak in them, you absolutely believe it. Um, but that's like pissing off like a bald eagle. A mean streak in, Lara Valkyria is kind of like ticking off a pigeon, if I'm being honest. But what are your thoughts?
I mean, everybody sees her as Bird Lady, but I mean, I thought this attitude change would have happened like last year, after the Becky Lynch shit.
Right. I would have imagined that she would have gone after Bailey, rivalry wise.
She had every fucking right to go after Bailey. See, this is, but Lyra should have did the Bailey what Zaria did to Soul. You see how this works? Like this is what I'm talking about. Still in the shine, all up in the videos, dancing and shit.
Right.
Still in shine, still in shine.
Do you do you think that a heel Lara Valkyria would work?
A heel Valkyria with a heel Bailey could work.
I would agree with that. But I feel like, I mean, obviously, Lara was over when she was, wrestling Becky Lynch, but I mean, that's for obvious reasons. Would you really
It's
want
Becky
to,
Lynch, the greatest of all
huh?
time. It's the greatest of all time. Not her saying it, but ESPN saying it.
I'm saying it right here too. Um, I feel like, she has a bit of goodwill with the crowd, and she is kind of getting over with the crowd, especially with the theme song, and she is trying. So I'm not sure if like there's a believable factor if she did it on her own. She would need Bailey's help in that regard. No,
It would be Bailey showing her the dark side.
I would agree with that.
Bailey would have to be like, "Join me, and I will show you the dark." Like literally Star Wars.
Right, right. But we'll definitely see what happens with that. Um, since we're still on NXT, to some degree, I did want to add this little part. Um, not Pro Wrestling Insider. Whatever Dave Meltzer does, his end year awards, released, recently, and, Booker T was named the worst commentator, on TV today. Out outvoted by Pat McAfee. I think Michael Cole was in there as well. Um,
What Michael Cole did?
I don't know, but I mean, it's the Wrestling Observer, so I mean, it's we're talking about a niche of amount of people here, so I mean, it's not the majority, I would say, but I honestly, I rather enjoy Booker T's commentary on NXT. It's unlike anything else we have on pro wrestling TV. And it's you can see that he's like genuinely him. Like he's not necessarily going off of a script. And he is enjoying himself. And I feel like things like that isn't important in a commentator. And I feel by far he's not the worst commentator out there today. What say you, Kaliko?
I mean, I, him and Vic has great chemistry.
Oh yeah,
I don't like the reason Book can be that way is because of Vic. Because Vic is the person that's kind of like I like how Vic is. He calls the match and he does that part, and he also is a person that is antagonizing Booker because he's
yes.
younger than Booker.
They
So
have
it works like an old man on the porch with a young kid type deal.
yeah.
So like the shit the number one thing that went viral with them was like when he was like, oh yeah, the worst general manager on SmackDown, Booker T, and he was like, what up, punk? And Booker T like, yeah, see, that's how you gonna get your ass whooped. Yeah, bro, that's gold. That is gold. I mean, is Booker T gonna call? Oh my God, he got this arm bar, and the reason he's got this arm, like Taz, like, oh, he's got the arm bar because the arm bar stretches the blah 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 muscle to do this and that. Which, yes, sometimes that is necessary, but sometimes you just want to like turn it up. And Booker T's the person who's just turning it up.
And I mean,
Shucky ducky quack quack. Ah, 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 ah.
I can make the argument when Corey Graves was with them. It just kind of added to that dynamic as well.
Yeah, because you have the famer, the former, and the fan, and that was a good dynamic.
Yeah. That being said, who is the worst commentator on Pro Wrestling TV right now?
Oh my God. Shit. I mean, I went to AEW. They didn't even have a commentator. How about that? Just when they did the ROH part, they didn't even have a commentator.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
You would think with
that's
all
what I
that money,
said. Persephone was out there, and ain't nobody calling her matches. What the fuck?
that's right. Our girl Becca was on AEW TV, no?
Oh my God! I was screaming for Becca, and
You better scream for
then
Becca. You did Marsha
then
dirty.
and then Megan came out, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're done." It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted.
Even if you're, even if she was done before she got in the ring, you still sit on that Titanic until it sinks, Kaliko, because we support our
Oh,
interviewees.
no, 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 no. Don't get it confused. I rode that funeral to the end as her pallbearer. Okay, I had my scrunchie the whole time, hoping that it would drop on her like a spirit bomb in Dragon Ball Z, but to no avail. No avail.
Yep. So,
So,
worst commentator. You got a name? Because I think I got a name.
I mean, worst commentator, the worst.
Not of all time, but currently talking.
Like right now, right? Yeah, right now. I mean, Corey Graves is good. I always like Corey shit. Booker's good. I mean, if I had to pick the worst, I forgot his goddamn name, and I just saw him Saturday. The guy with the mask.
Excalibur.
Excalibur. There you go.
I would agree with that. But I
If
have.
if I had to if I had to genuinely pick the worst, it would if they put a gun to my head and said pick one. Sorry, Excalibur.
I would say the worst commentator today, currently talking our ears off. On WWE side, I would say Joe Tessitore. Like I
What?
could, like I could not tell you the difference between him and Michael Cole if they were talking at the same time. Like
Go Tessa.
they literally
Oh
carbon
no.
copied him, and it just sounds so wrong. And like
I can tell. I
when like
can tell.
when the whole Gunther made John Cena tap out like a little bitch segment came, and he was like, and Gunther said made him tap out like a little bee. Like, bitch, just say the word. Like, you're a grown ass man. Like, this isn't Teletubbies. Like, say the word. He made him tap like a
It's
bitch.
it's
And
the ESP. It's the ESPN in them.
and I mean,
That's why.
if that was Pat
He worked for
McAfee,
me.
if that was Pat
He
McAfee,
worked for
he would
Mike.
say he'd be all over that. He made him tap like a bitch. He made him
Well,
the
Pat
girl
McAfee gets to curse
his
on
big
ESPN. Joe,
pussy. Like he would have ran with that, and like it
but
was like it was like a secret that was open, and it just
well,
um
you're giving Pat McAfee the benefit of the doubt because Pat McAfee is able. Here's the one thing Pat McAfee could do that Joe Desaldor couldn't do at ESPN. That was cuss on TV. Pat McAfee cussing like a motherfucker on ESPN at 10 a.m. in the morning. Like he, Tessitore didn't get that. Tessitore didn't get that. Tessitore's still on Mickey money.
I mean, if you put Rob Rickles next to him, it would probably get a couple of course words out of him.
I
But
mean, if he put Floyd Mayweather next to him, he might. But then again, Floyd Mayweather about to fight soon anyway. So hey, it might happen.
why the fuck would Floyd Mayweather be doing commentary on WWE?
No, I said he's boxing. I ain't say he was doing commentary. Floyd Mayweather barely can read, let alone goddamn some fucking commentary.
Well,
Jesus.
and on the AEW side, I would say the worst commentator is Tony Schiavone. He literally adds nothing to the conversation. All he
I
literally,
mean,
all he says is, "That was a great call, Excalibur. I'm enjoying this match. That's a great idea, Taz. This guy could, MJF could kiss my ass. Like, like, the wrestler figures where they have the preset, voices in them?
oh yes, yes, the voiceovers.
You could literally put that in Tony Schiavone's place, and you could not tell the difference.
The champion takes on all challengers. Like, what the
It's,
fuck does that mean?
it's Sting! No, that's Darby Allin.
Oh Lord. How dare you? You just slandering Tony Schiavone like that. How dare you? Okay. All right.
I mean, he was,
First she was like, yeah, I agree, Excalibur, but then did the heel turn. Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone's gotta go.
put,
Damn.
put Zaria in there, and we've completed the triangle.
Oh gosh. You and Zaria. Man, you just got beef, dog. Like, damn.
You know,
Don't do Zaria.
don't don't be don't be sour grapes when somebody's more successful than you. Be happy for your friends,
She was happy.
and don't
The
look.
friend didn't put her on though.
She literally gave her a Knockouts Championship title. She got them tag team title opportunities. And who fucked it up? Zaria. But I digress. All right.
If you say
And I'd be remiss if we didn't sort go back to the beginning of the show. Obviously, Bronson Reed got injured on Monday, could not qualify. Jey Uso qualified. Um, just so happens Jey Uso got injured. Oh no! What happened? He yeeted too much. he he injured his solar yeetness. He could not.
overzealous.
Yeah. Uh, what really happened was, bitch, I ain't going in that chamber. um, they had uh, it was reported that Jey Uso got injured. Um, Jacob Fatu wrestled Logan Paul on SmackDown last night. For the open spot in the Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre caught Jacob, and Logan Paul is now in the chamber. Hours before the match, um, does it, in your opinion, does having Logan Paul in there rather than Bronson Reed change anything?
Um, Not really, because I think the Logan Paul aspect is just filling out the what Bronson Reed was going to do with LA Knight, to be quite honest.
And I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's what he's there to play antagonist to Knight.
Yes, sir.
Right.
See, Logan Paul, good homie, Logan Paul.
Like Zaria. Um, Now, it also, last night on SmackDown, Last Legend and Nia Jax took the tag team championships off of Rhea Ripley and Io. Which honestly kind of seems like a surprise, but I guess they want to get them in that tag team picture for WrestleMania, no?
I mean, either that or Rhea's winning the chamber.
Do you think we'll see Rhea versus Cargill?
They need a name.
I mean, I would say
They need a name. Bianca's not there yet. They need a name.
I mean, you're not wrong, unfortunately. So, I mean, Tiffany Stratton is obviously the most obvious choice for obvious reasons, but I mean, we'll see later today, and we will
No,
have.
I don't see Tiffy time. I'm sorry.
Well, we will definitely see later today, as it progresses. And we'll have a full, review of that show next week on the show. Until then, we shall conclude our coverage of the news, and now a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.